These techniques make men unstoppable when it comes to girls. Studies show that many women find older men very appealing. They like them because they have a special charm that catches their attention. If you're an older man thinking about quitting the dating scene, don't give up just yet. This guide is here to show you how. We will explore 9 social skills that are surprisingly easy for older men to master and can make women find them irresistible. These methods work on women of all ages, so feel free to try them out. Remember, these aren't sneaky tricks. Before we get started, if you enjoy the video, please hit the like button. This supports my work on sharing Stoic philosophy. If you haven't subscribed yet, consider subscribing and turning on the notification bell so you won't miss any of our videos. If you find this video interesting, leave a comment saying advice. If not, then write glory would help me know to make improvements for future videos. Number 1. Adaptive thinking. A key quality that makes older men stand out is how they focus on growing and improving themselves. Rather than clinging to the past, they look ahead, which is attractive to women. They avoid dwelling on old tales and commit to continuously bettering themselves throughout their lives. This approach is crucial for building deep bonds and lasting partnerships. It shows they are dedicated to advancing together with their partners, aiming for shared happiness and success. By adopting this outlook, older men display toughness, flexibility, and a keen interest in shaping a prosperous future. Additionally, the appeal of a mindset focused on personal growth is that it brings energy and excitement to relationships. When older men talk with women, they often guide the conversation toward goals, hopes, and future plans. This not only shows their clear direction in life, but also makes their talks lively and filled with potential. In short, adopting a mindset geared towards growth is a transformative process that goes beyond simple discussions. It shows a readiness to accept changes, face difficulties, and grab the many chances life offers. Remember, the road to true satisfaction begins with a positive, resilient, and determined attitude. Number 2. Personal well-being. Taking good care of yourself and how you look plays a huge role in how people interact. Whether you are young and facing challenges or older and wiser, wanting to look your best is a common aim. Striving to be attractive isn't just about vanity. It shows that you feel good about yourself on the inside too. When you pay attention to your appearance, it not only shows off your personality, but also shows that you are disciplined and respect yourself. It's crucial to look after both your mind and body, not just how you appear. Regular self-care does more than just make you look good. It also improves how you connect with others in every way. When you show confidence and energy, you draw in good attention and people admire you, helping you make real connections. Looking sharp can also start fun chats and light-hearted teasing, creating opportunities for romance. Keeping up a well-groomed look takes hard work, including regular workouts and eating well. This effort leads to changes in you that go beyond just finding romance. Starting this path of self-improvement is rewarding and fulfilling, showing your dedication to growing and taking care of yourself. Start this admirable journey to develop a glowing look and lively spirit, opening up endless possibilities and a world of charm along the way. Number 3. Turning wisdom into power. As we get older, we gather the valuable treasure of wisdom. Each year adds to our insight and deepens our understanding of life's many layers. This growing wisdom gives older men a special edge when it comes to dealing with people smoothly and tactfully. Rather than taking over conversations, they choose a calm way of interacting, appreciating quiet moments, and really listening to others. Their focus on listening well helps build a caring and understanding environment. Also, older men know it's important to share choices with their partners, such as letting them organize outings. This not only supports independence, but also deepens their grasp of what their partners like and want. The real trick to using wisdom is not to talk more, but to show understanding with quiet reflection. Older men carry a presence and authority that earns them respect and admiration. In the end, their dedication to being humble and reflective marks them as wise leaders in navigating relationships. Number 4, displaying confidence. In today's ever-changing world, feeling insecure is a big issue in relationships, particularly as women climb higher in their careers and gain more recognition. Men often struggle with feeling exposed and doubtful in these new situations. As women take on more leading roles, the usual roles of men and women are changing, making men face their own insecurities and worries. This shift can be seen when men feel insecure while dating, often asking many questions about a woman's previous relationships or showing signs of jealousy. These actions show how delicate a man's pride can be. Yet, more mature men handle these feelings better. They manage their insecurities with ease and confidence, using their life experiences. They don't rely on others for approval, but build a strong sense of their own worth and importance. Mature men show consistency, dependability, and emotional growth, which makes their partners feel secure. Their solid confidence builds a base of mutual respect and understanding in their relationships. It shows their partners that they are reliable and worthy of love. Let's work on overcoming our insecurities and appreciate our true selves. By recognizing and valuing who we are, we embrace the real strength of being a man and open the door to loving and joyful relationships. Number 5, leaving her craving more. In the realm of romance, the way one says farewell is just as crucial as the time spent together. Older men grasp this concept and perfect the skill of leaving, making their female friends miss them once they're gone. In today's world, which is often full of chaos and negativity, these men are beacons of calmness and control. They steer clear of dramatic goodbyes and handle the ups and downs of relationships with dignity and steadiness, knowing that conflict can hurt new romances. They opt for a gentle and thoughtful approach instead. While many might chase quick gains and act on impulse, older men cherish the virtues of patience and determination, qualities honed by their life experiences. They focus on building enduring relationships rather than seeking immediate pleasure, taking a thoughtful approach to their romantic engagements. As the moment to part nears, older men take the opportunity to leave a memorable impression on their partner. They employ subtle actions, such as a prolonged look or a cryptic smile, to keep their partner fascinated and looking forward to their next encounter. This ability to leave a partner wanting more highlights the wisdom and restraint of older men in matters of the heart. By weaving a sense of mystery and charm, they make sure that each farewell is not just a conclusion, but a hint at more thrilling encounters and fresh starts ahead. Number 6, highlighting achievements. In the intricate world of love, finding success is truly fascinating, drawing in hearts and igniting deep feelings. While young people may enjoy their own triumphs, research shows a compelling fact. Age often brings both knowledge and financial security. In this sphere where wealth and wisdom are abundant, older men have a clear edge in dating. Yet, one should be cautious with how they display their wealth, as it can lead to problems. Instead of showing off their riches to win over someone, older men prefer being understated. They use their money wisely to craft meaningful moments rather than just flashy shows of wealth. For instance, they might choose a quiet, upscale restaurant over a noisy bar, demonstrating class and a dedication to making the evening special. It's important to distinguish between being lavish and being overly extravagant. The real magic isn't found in extravagant presents, but in moments spent together. Rather than piling up gifts, older men invest in shared activities that deepen their bonds, like slow walks in the park or exploring art galleries. They focus on enjoying each other's presence, steering clear of grand material gestures. Success is demonstrated through heartfelt experiences that resonate deeply rather than through showy displays. By adopting a subtle elegance, older men develop a sense of sophistication and charm that transcends simple wealth. This combination of luxury and moderation marks them as true romantics, capturing the hearts of their loved ones with every thoughtful act and look. Number 7. Calm and collected posture. As we get older, we learn to stay calm and determined. As time passes, we understand that the hustle and noise of unimportant things don't really disturb our peace. In a world where there's a lot of shallow talk and show-off, being mature means we don't get distracted by things that usually grab young people's attention. While some might waste time on meaningless gossip and rumors, older individuals remain steady and assured. They no longer look for others to approve of them or need constant attention. Instead, they hold themselves with respect, aware that their value isn't tied to what others think in the moment. By being calm and a bit mysterious, older men often attract those who appreciate deeper qualities. They share just enough to make others interested, but keep a mysterious vibe. However, it's important that their calm demeanor is real and not just an act. Women can easily spot when someone is pretending not to care, which might lead to them not trusting the person. Older men should be true to themselves, letting their calmness be a real part of who they are. This true nature not only makes them more appealing, but also builds self-respect and peace that go beyond youthful shallowness. Number 8. Showing resolve. In the intricate world of how people interact, being decisive is seen as a sign of strength and confidence in a grown man. Equipped with a lot of life knowledge, the ability to choose quickly and clearly shows not only maturity, but strong confidence. As we grow older, we gather experiences that make our judgment and instincts sharper. Using this wisdom, older men handle the subtle details of modern dating with determination and clear purpose. Consider, for instance, picking a place for a date. While others might hesitate, a decisive man takes on the task eagerly, choosing a spot that promises to make the evening special. Being decisive goes beyond just picking things. It means embracing power and control, traits that are very appealing to women. In a world filled with doubts, acting decisively shows a readiness to face difficulties and manage the complexities of life with grace. True decisiveness isn't about being pushy. It's about guiding quietly with a sense of direction, building trust and confidence. By making decisions boldly, a mature man shows his abilities and gains admiration and respect. Valuing decisiveness boosts self-esteem and creates a base for relationships built on trust, mutual respect, and common goals. Let's value decisiveness to shape our future with sureness and determination, leading to a life rich with love, satisfaction, and endless opportunities. Number 9. Having an aura. When the story of love begins, attention turns to something often missed but very important: aura. For men who have seen many love stories, knowing how to communicate without words becomes a powerful skill in the game of love. Their past experiences give them not only wisdom, but also confidence in handling romantic moments. We feel more sure of ourselves, no longer beginners. As time passes, our doubts disappear, and we approach love confidently. Our aura shows this confidence and honesty, making us stand out from those who try too hard. The days of awkward movements and shy looks are over. We stand straight, our presence calm and confident. Free from doubts, we move through love gracefully, without the weight of expectations or the fear of being turned down. We meet each new moment with ease. Let's commit to perfecting our body language. This skill holds the secret to deep passion and romance. Let go of the ordinary and seize the chance for something great, walking into the world of love with our bodies expressing our desires, our hearts in tune with the song of love. Number 10. Sharing life lessons. As time marches on, men of age gather a rich collection of valuable lessons that deeply connect with those around them. They possess a unique ability to turn personal anecdotes into profound insights, captivating the hearts and minds of women. Older men understand that the power of storytelling lies not in recounting mere events, but in revealing the wisdom gleaned from those experiences. This narrative skill makes conversations rich and meaningful, offering lessons not just about the past, but also illuminating paths forward. By sharing these life lessons, they weave a tapestry of experiences that demonstrates wisdom, depth, and emotional richness. This method does more than amuse. It creates a connection rooted in mutual respect and collective knowledge. Women are drawn to this thoughtful exchange, seeing in it a partnership that promises growth and mutual enrichment. Number 11. Embracing emotional depth. Mature men distinguish themselves in the realm of relationships through their capacity to embrace and express a wide range of emotions. Gone are the days of stoic silence or emotional aloofness that often characterize youth. Instead, they bring a willingness to engage emotionally, showing vulnerability and empathy that speaks to a deep understanding of human nature. This emotional depth is not about wearing one's heart on the sleeve, but rather about demonstrating a balanced, sincere engagement with one's feelings and those of others. This ability to navigate the emotional landscape not only deepens relationships, but also portrays a man as approachable, trustworthy, and profoundly human. In a world where emotional connection is a currency of intimacy, possessing emotional depth allows older men to form meaningful, lasting connections that go beyond superficial attraction. We've delved into the power of social skills in enhancing the dating experience, focusing on everything from adopting a growth mindset to refining nonverbal communication. Every one of these abilities is essential for nurturing personal growth and achieving romantic success. Consider which aspect resonates with you the most. Share one key insight that stands out to you and how you plan to incorporate it into your daily routine. Your reflections not only deepen your understanding, but also serve as a source of inspiration for others. Now these upcoming improvements will help you in your daily life. Point number 1. Stop constantly explaining yourself. You don't have to justify yourself to those who cause you harm. When someone hurts you, there's no need to complain, argue, or fight over their negative behavior. If a person, even one you thought was a great friend, has treated you poorly and disrespected you, it's best to move on without making excuses. Stay calm and focused on your own growth. That person might eventually need your help. When that happens, it's okay to just say no and explain why if you have to. You're not required to help them if they've shown poor character and broken your trust. So, avoid any conflicts or battles. The best thing to do is to gently let go of that person from your life, knowing that the effects of their actions will show over time. Focus on taking care of yourself and let the future show what's best for both of you. We show great respect for ourselves and our limits when we move on without having to explain or defend our decisions. It's important to remember that we don't have to stay connected with people who hurt us or don't appreciate us. Everyone should be respected and appreciated for their true selves. By quietly removing those who have harmed us from our lives, we are making a brave choice for our emotional health and personal growth, helping us live a truer and more satisfying life. Point number 2. Avoid constant self-comparison. Every person has their own unique journey, achievements and victories that should be appreciated on their own terms. When we measure our lives against others, it can harm our emotional health and slow our personal development. It also lowers our self-confidence as we tend to see only our shortcomings instead of our capabilities and successes. By constantly looking at others, we lose track of our own ambitions and dreams. We end up paying attention to what we think we should own or accomplish, according to someone else's idea of success. This stops us from progressing in our own path and reaching our personal objectives. If we stop comparing ourselves, we can be thankful for what we have and celebrate our own advancements and growth. Remember, everyone's journey and situation are different. Comparing yourself to someone else isn't just unfair, it's also unhealthy. We all have distinct talents, obstacles and routes in life. Rather than looking at others, we should concentrate on our own learning and personal growth. Point number 3. Some things should stay under wraps. It's important not to talk about private things or complain about why a friendship or love relationship ended. The secrets you have are just for you and the other person, and no one else needs to know the details. Telling others about arguments or problems only spreads rumors and makes things more complicated. If you need to express your feelings, consider talking to yourself and thinking over what happened. Wanting to talk about it might show that you still have hurt feelings that need healing. So, in any situation, it's best to quietly think about these issues on your own without sharing them with others. If there's a troubling relationship in your life, end it quietly without telling everyone. Keeping these things to yourself and working through them privately will help you move on and heal, while respecting everyone's privacy and taking care of your own emotional health smartly and quietly. Point number 4. Speak softly when you're around others. In tough times, try not to shout or lose your temper around others. If you're feeling angry, use that energy in ways that help you. Turn it into motivation to move forward and learn to manage stress better. Keep your feelings in check, think about them, and use that built-up energy to make yourself stronger. However, be careful, as losing control can show your weak spots. When things get tense, work on solving problems, meeting your duties, and using logic to your advantage. Rather than sharing your troubles, appreciate what and who you already have in your life. Find a calm way to ease emotional pressure while searching for inner peace and better methods to tackle issues. Point number 5. Try to keep your opinions to yourself. Truly, it's not good to hold such thoughts. Think about how you appear when you badmouth others. You could be having a meaningful conversation or adding value to it, but instead, you choose to ruin the mood just to express your negative feelings about someone. Please refrain from doing this. Avoid openly stating who you like or dislike. It's important to be tactful. If you're not fond of someone, you can keep your distance, or at least try to live peacefully with them, always behaving wisely. If you have issues with someone, attempt to have a conversation, discuss it, and find common ground. You should let go of any negative opinions or judgments about others right away. As I mentioned earlier, whether you like someone or not, always show that you can adapt to different situations and interact well with others, no matter your differences. Keeping a respectful and understanding attitude in all your interactions helps foster a better atmosphere and healthier relationships with everyone. Point number 6. Using social media mindfully. Think of your life as a book filled with amazing tales, lessons, and adventures. Now, think of social media as a huge library where millions of these tales are shared every moment. Sounds thrilling, right? But there's a hidden risk: constant comparing. Often we catch ourselves measuring our toughest chapters against the best moments of others as we browse through the polished posts of these online tales. This unfair and unrealistic comparison can lead us into feelings of unhappiness and jealousy. Do you see why this might be damaging? With this in mind, it's important to learn how to cut down on how much we look at these online stories. Imagine going to this digital library with a specific goal in mind. You go in, find exactly what you're after, whether it's to connect with others, find motivation, or get information, and then you leave, getting back to the real story of your own life. But how exactly do you do this? Begin by setting specific times during the day to browse your social media, such as during breakfast, a work break, or just before bed, rather than checking it constantly. This method helps you keep a routine that stops social media from taking over your time and attention. Another good approach is to think about why you are using social media each time you log on. Ask yourself, am I looking for something useful, or am I just wasting time? This thought process can help you tell the difference between valuable engagement and just mindlessly scrolling. Additionally, it's important to notice if social media is starting to make you feel bad or less confident. If you start to feel upset after spending time on these platforms, it might be a good idea to step away for a while. Use this opportunity to reconnect with activities that make you happy and fulfilled in the real world, such as reading a book, pursuing a hobby, or just enjoying the outdoors. By adopting these habits, you're not only looking after your mental well-being, but also appreciating the beauty of your own life without constantly comparing it to others. Keep in mind, we all have our own paths that come with highs and lows, wins and challenges, and that's what makes each of our stories, including yours, truly unique and different. As we close this discussion, I encourage you to think about how you can start the next chapter of your life today, with less impact from the online world and more focus on what really matters to you. Let's start this path of self-discovery and growth together. Point number 7. Looking for validation. We live in a world where people often judge each other, but today I want you to think about the freedom that comes when you stop trying to please everyone. Picture yourself on a stage under bright lights, surrounded by a crowd. Each person in that crowd has their own ideas of how you should act, talk, and be. Can you feel how overwhelming that is? Now, imagine stepping off that stage into a calm and quiet place where the only opinion that really counts is yours. This image helps us see how important it is to listen to and value what we think, not just what everyone else says. When we focus too much on getting others' approval, we lose touch with our true selves and what we really want. It's like always trying to squeeze into clothes that don't fit just to make others happy. Now, think about the times you felt really satisfied and happy. Those were likely times when you were true to your own values and beliefs, no matter what others thought or expected. This is what it means to live genuinely. But how do we do this every day? It begins with little steps. For example, the next time you need to make a choice, ask yourself, am I doing this because I really want to, or because it's what others expect of me? Start trusting your gut feelings and recognize what you really want and need. Another important step is to build your self-confidence. Appreciate your own good qualities, celebrate what you achieve, and learn from your mistakes. Keep in mind, accepting yourself is a continuous journey, and every small win matters. Also, build relationships that push you to be your true self. Choose to be around people who respect who you are and support you in showing your real self. By letting go of the need for others' approval, we unlock a more genuine and fulfilling way of living. This path lets us be the main characters of our own lives, writing our stories with the ink of realness and bravery. With this, we wrap up this second topic, hoping it inspires you to think about how you can live a life that's truly yours, free from the need for approval from others. Point number 8. How we manage our relationships. Relationships act like mirrors, showing us different parts of ourselves, and they shape our personalities through the experiences they offer. However, it's important to know when to keep things private and when to share. Imagine a relationship as a hidden garden where you can grow feelings, dreams, and precious memories. This garden is special and should be treated with respect and care. When a relationship ends, whether it's with a friend or a partner, it's normal to feel hurt, confused, and to need time to think things over. Remember, the details of this garden, this shared journey, belong only to you and the other person. By choosing not to share the private reasons for the breakup, you protect the respect of both individuals involved and guard your own emotions. Telling others about your breakup can lead to misunderstandings, people judging you, and even rumors. This doesn't help you heal. In fact, it might make the hurt last longer and start a cycle of negativity. So, how should we handle the end of a relationship in a healthy way? First, it's important to take time for yourself to recover. Let yourself feel your emotions, but do this in a private way. If needed, get help from a mental health expert who can offer unbiased advice and support. Second, develop a practice of thinking deeply about your own feelings. Instead of looking for reassurance or comfort from others, focus on understanding yourself better. Reflect on your thoughts. What have I learned from this relationship, and how can these lessons help me grow? Every relationship, even those that don't last, teaches us something. Also, keeping things private and handling them discreetly shows that you are mature and respectful, not just towards the other person, but to yourself too. End each chapter of your life with grace and respect, understanding that each experience gets you ready for what comes next. With this, we finish our third point, hoping it gives you some insight and guidance on how to handle the end of a relationship with wisdom and respect, while keeping the privacy and respect you and your partner deserve. Point number 9. It's about releasing unachievable hopes. Here's an invitation to start a personal exploration to understand how our hopes influence and sometimes twist how we see the world. Let's use a simple image to explain this. Picture your life as a long journey across a wide sea. Each hope you have is like a sail on your ship, helping you move toward your dreams and desires. But if these sails get too big, if our hopes are too far from reality, they can push us into rough seas filled with disappointment and unhappiness. Having unrealistic expectations is like following a map that leads to treasures that aren't real. They push us to seek impossible standards in ourselves, others, and the situations we face. The real question we need to consider is whether these ideals really come from us, or if they've been pushed on us by things like society, culture, or the media. To start letting go of these expectations, we first have to identify them. This means being honest with ourselves and looking inward. Ask yourself, do these expectations help me or hold me back? Are they true to who I am and what I believe in? The next step is to practice acceptance. Accept yourself, where you're at in your life, and the things you can't change. This doesn't mean you stop chasing your dreams, but rather that you appreciate the journey towards them, accepting all the flaws and obstacles along the way. It's also vital to know how to make goals that are sensible and reachable, goals that reflect who you really are, not an ideal version of success. This also means recognizing and appreciating the small wins along the way, understanding that every little step forward is important. Don't forget, the path you take is as important as where you end up. By releasing those unrealistic expectations, you make life smoother and more peaceful, opening up space for unplanned delights and happiness. With this, we wrap up this fourth point, hoping it encourages you to navigate through life with your sails set to the realities, enjoying the beauty of the journey and all its unexpected twists and turns. Point number 10. Avoid speaking negatively about others. Getting involved in gossip and sharing negative thoughts is now becoming a common issue that we often ignore in our daily life, but it really affects how we feel and our relationships with others. In this part, we'll explore how staying away from these actions can make us feel better mentally and enhance our relationships. Think of every word we speak as a seed that we plant in the garden of our own life and in the lives of those around us. When we choose to say things that are supportive, encouraging, and positive, we're planting seeds of kindness and understanding. However, when we take part in gossip or negative conversations, we're planting seeds that can lead to misunderstandings, mistrust, and disagreements. Joining in on gossip might seem harmless or like a way to bond with others, but it actually creates disrespect and lowers the value of both others and ourselves. Also, when we concentrate on negative things, we end up nurturing a mindset that blocks out the positive aspects around us. So, how can we avoid this negative route and choose a more uplifting path? First, we need to be mindful of the discussions we're part of. If a talk turns into gossip or unnecessary criticism, try to shift the focus gently to something positive about the person or the situation being discussed. Also, it's important to practice empathy. Before you talk about someone or share information about them, think to yourself, would I like it if someone said this about me? This straightforward question can serve as a strong tool to make sure our discussions are kind and useful. Another vital step is to build a positive space around you. Be around people who also value being positive and genuine in their interactions. Together, you can foster an environment of mutual respect and support. Moreover, remember that change begins with you. By choosing to stay away from gossip and negative talk, you're not only safeguarding your own integrity, but also setting a good example for others. If we adopt these principles every day, we can foster a way of thinking that is optimistic, compassionate, and resilient. This leads to genuine personal development and deeper, more significant connections with others. Point number 11. Embrace forgiveness. Holding on to grudges and resentment is like carrying a heavy bag on a long journey. It only weighs you down and tires you out. Forgiveness doesn't mean you approve of what someone did wrong, but it means you are giving yourself the freedom to move forward. It involves understanding that everyone makes mistakes, including ourselves, and choosing to let go of anger and hurt. By forgiving, we free up emotional space that can be better used for positive feelings and experiences. Start by acknowledging your feelings about the situation and then gently remind yourself that releasing this burden can lead to peace and a lighter heart. Remember, forgiving is not just a gift to the other person. It's a profound act of kindness to yourself. Point number 12. Nurture supportive relationships. The people we surround ourselves with have a significant influence on our lives. Therefore, it's crucial to cultivate relationships with those who uplift and support us. Seek out individuals who encourage you to be your best self and who rejoice in your successes without jealousy. Spend time with those who provide constructive feedback without diminishing your worth. These relationships form a network of support that can sustain you through challenging times and amplify your joy in good times. Actively participating in building such a community not only enriches your life, but also reinforces a cycle of positive energy and mutual growth. These connections become the roots that keep you grounded and the wings that allow you to soar. To wrap up, understanding the complex nature of today's relationships can be tough, especially with the influence of societal expectations and our own doubts. Nevertheless, the age-old wisdom found in Stoic philosophy provides valuable guidance on creating deep and meaningful connections. Let's explore these ancient ideas more closely, combining scientific insights and enduring Stoic beliefs for a comprehensive understanding of how relationships work. Focusing on personal growth, the concept of a growth mindset is more than just a psychological idea. It's supported by science as a key to happiness and resilience. Research in developmental psychology, like the studies by Carol Dweck, shows that people who embrace a growth mindset tend to overcome obstacles more effectively and have healthier relationships. This idea fits perfectly with Stoic teachings, particularly those of Epictetus, who taught that happiness comes from personal growth and controlling our emotions. Taking good care of oneself, including keeping up appearances and health, is not just about looking good. It's about showing self-respect and discipline. Research shows that staying active and eating well are important for both mental health and how socially attractive we appear to others. This aligns with the Stoic approach of treating the body well to keep the mind sharp, promoting a balanced life where physical health enhances mental and emotional clarity. With the wisdom that comes from age, we gain a wealth of knowledge and experiences. This wisdom, combined with the Stoic habits of quiet reflection and attentive listening, builds empathy and a deep understanding in relationships. Research in social psychology supports this, showing that good listening and empathy are key to fulfilling relationships, reflecting the Stoic value of mutual understanding and joint decision-making. Dealing with insecurity, today's relationship scene often tests traditional roles for men and women, creating uncertainty. However, older men use their life experiences to handle these situations with assurance. Research on emotional intelligence points out that being aware and in control of one's feelings helps conquer these doubts. This matches the Stoic idea of strong inner character and control over oneself, as Seneca highlighted. Mastering goodbyes, the skill of leaving a memorable and positive impression, is something achieved by those who embrace patience and persistence. Studies on how people interact suggest that the last part of a meeting greatly shapes how the whole encounter is remembered. This connects to the Stoic habit of thinking about one's actions to make sure they reflect qualities of dignity and calm, much like Marcus Aurelius reflected in his writings. Showing success in a low-key way can improve how we connect with others. Psychological research has found that sharing experiences rather than giving physical gifts deepens relationships. This idea is strongly supported by Stoic values, which favor modesty and meaningful interactions over showing off wealth, leading to real connections and shared happiness. Using aura wisely, non-verbal cues play a crucial role in showing confidence and authenticity. Studies on aura show that it greatly affects how much we trust and are attracted to others. The Stoic practice of maintaining a calm and respectful demeanor, as Zeno of Citium did, backs up this research, underlining the value of sincere and confident exchanges. Being decisive and confident, decisiveness indicates strength and self-assurance. Studies in cognitive psychology suggest that people who make decisions quickly are seen as more capable and reliable. This fits well with the Stoic principle of having clear goals and actions, which encourages leading confidently and earning trust through firm decisions. Careful use of social media. The widespread impact of social media calls for a thoughtful way of engaging with it. Research on digital health stresses the need for mindful use and warns against the harms of constant comparisons. This is in line with the Stoic value of moderation and focusing on one's own journey, steering clear of seeking approval from others. Releasing unrealistic expectations. Holding unrealistic expectations can warp our view of reality and lead to unhappiness. Behavioral science points out the advantages of setting achievable goals and embracing acceptance. This mirrors Stoic beliefs in accepting things beyond our control and finding contentment in our efforts and achievements. Steering clear of gossip and negativity. Getting involved in gossip can break trust and spread negative vibes. Studies in organizational behavior demonstrate that positive talk helps create a healthier atmosphere and better relationships. The Stoic idea of talking meaningfully and honestly, as emphasized by Cyprus, supports the importance of engaging in helpful and respectful conversations. Finally, merging scientific knowledge with Stoic philosophy offers a well-rounded way to improve how we relate with others. By focusing on growing ourselves, taking care of our well-being, gaining wisdom, and understanding our emotions, we can build stronger and more rewarding relationships. This path isn't just about finding romantic happiness, it's about leading a well-balanced and peaceful life, inspired by the age-old wisdom of Stoic thinkers and modern scientific studies. Thanks for watching till the end. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to press the like button and pass it along to your buddies. Drop a comment with a 1 if these tips helped you, or a 2 if there's something particular you'd like us to cover in our next video. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and ring the bell to keep up with our updates. See you next time, and as always, until next time.